our International Academy's co-valedictorian, Sabrina has also achieved a GPA of 4.29. Highlights of her high school achievements include being named a National Merit Scholarship awardee, an Advanced Placement Scholar with Honor, President of the National Honor Society, and the captain of the robotics team. Sabrina has serviced her school and community with over 350 hours and has received over $1 million in scholarships. Sabrina plans to attend Wayne State University in the fall, where she was admitted into the Wayne Med Direct program on a full ride scholarship. Sabrina has demonstrated exemplary dedications to her learning and personal growth while standing out as a role model for her peers. Her dedication and strength not only got her to where she is today, but will open many doors full of success. Congratulations to our co-valedictorian, Sabrina Khan.
I want to start off by saying we made it. It has been a long 4 years, but we did it. We're done. Everything we went through as a class, our ups and downs, our trials, our triumphs, everything was worth it in the end because now we're here. It has definitely been a bumpy road with tons of hurdles to overcome and countless challenges to face. But I am so glad that I was able to take on this journey with all of you. Our accomplishments and our setbacks have helped to strengthen our bond with each other so that it has made us into a family. And now I want to tell you about my family. I want to tell you the story of my grandfather. He came to America roughly 50 years ago with 4 young children, no money, and no English. My grandfather was a goldsmith back in Pakistan, but he couldn't find that kind of work here. So instead, he worked hard and earned a living doing odd jobs, and eventually working in an assembly line at Ford. My grandfather raised his family in Detroit, Michigan, in one of the worst times the city had ever faced, and yet he never complained. He would be working from dawn till dusk, sometimes not being home to put the kids to bed, and sometimes going without meals, and yet he worked hard. I don't know if it's the Pashtun culture that ingrained in him this one lesson to work hard, or maybe it was because of the immense struggle of poverty and immigration, or maybe it was just my grandfather. If there was one lesson that I learned from Appa, it was to work hard. My grandfather embodied the American dream because from his hard work was he able to live a life of peace and raise a big, happy family. Hard work was really the driving force behind my 4 years of high school, and so it has been for the entire class of 2019. And now I want to tell you the story about my grandmother. She was orphaned at a young age and was raised by her grandmother. When she moved to America, the kind of strength that it must have taken was unimaginable. She raised her children in a country she knew nothing of, starting from the bottom up, but now she lives like a queen. In the worst of times, when the family had nothing, no food, no money, my grandmother always had one thing: faith. Ami taught her children the importance of faith. She taught her grandchildren, and now she's teaching her 2 beautiful great-grandchildren. Without faith, you have nothing. Without something to work for, something to strive towards, your hard work is to no avail. This is the second lesson that I learned. Faith has always been my support system during my high school career. Now standing up here, I have the privilege of representing my entire class. It's crazy to think that in this crowd, I have found my absolute best friends who have been there for me every single day for the past several years. I also have 76 incredible individual friends who have helped shape my high school experience. I've had the most supportive, influential teachers that any student ever could, and they know who they are because they've taught me for several years. And of course, my parents, who have supported me since day one. They're sitting right there. Thank you. It isn't always the place, but the people who make it feel like home, and you are all those people. No one really knows another person's struggles, what anyone else goes through. But I know that in these last 4 years, the class of 2019 has worked immensely hard to get where we are today. And we have had a great deal of faith in our abilities and in each other to push through and get us here. As we move on beyond the school, I want us to remember each other and to cherish our memories. But also take what you learn here and apply it elsewhere. We've learned a lot in school, of course, but we've learned, most importantly, the value of hard work and the meaning of faith. I hope you all carry that on with you as you go on to change the world. Congratulations, class of 2019.